What in the world is Bulldog doing? It looks like he's caught a wildcat. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It really didn't matter whether it was 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. In those days, 24/7, you could see almost anything on North High Street. But here came Bulldog marching down the sidewalk, a mountain of a man who I personally watched punch a brick out of a building with his bare fist. He looked every bit the gang leader he had been just a few months before. And he was dragging someone in Hell's Angels gear, who was kicking and screaming every step of the way. As they came closer, the dog would pause long enough to bop the guy on top of his head and say, "Shut the hell up, Bobby. You're coming with me." As a young Christian, the dog was a work in progress. Somehow, I knew this duo was headed straight to me. Well, Bulldog dragged his prey past me and into our little ministry center. And throwing the flailing drunk onto a sofa, he said, "I can't do nothing with him. Preacher man, see what you can do." And that's how I met Bobby W. Drunk and crazy beyond reason. The only thing that prevented him from trying to escape was Bulldog standing in the doorway, arms crossed like Michael the warrior angel. Still, it didn't take long for the Hell's Angel to let me know he didn't want anything to do with blanking Jesus or me. I really wasn't surprised when Bobby came back to our place. You see, the nastiest and toughest of people are often drawn to us when we show them kindness and respect, but not fear. It wasn't long before Bobby was bringing his wife and his kids with him. He came for our home-cooked meals and a safe, warm place. He wanted his kids to know Jesus, but he wanted nothing to do with Jesus personally. Years came and went, the same scene replaying several nights a week. One night as I was closing up to leave for home, the phone rang. It was Bobby. "Preach, you gotta come see me." "Bobby, it's late. I'm headed for home." "Come on, Preach, you gotta come. I can't wait. I'm at the warehouse." Oh boy. The warehouse was an old house trailer parked in the back of a trailer park near the intersection of Hudson and Joyce Avenues. At that time, it was the single best place in Columbus to get shot. It was 1 a.m. when I parked my car on the street and began to wind my way down the pathways between the rows of tightly packed trailers. There was loud music and talk coming from some of the units. They were drug dens, places of prostitution and crap games. And passing by pimps and sentries and guard dogs, I kept my eyes straight ahead, nodding only if I was acknowledged first. Arriving at the warehouse, I knocked just as Bobby had told me to knock. "Come on in," said Bobby's familiar voice. The dimly lighted trailer truly was a warehouse of stolen motorcycle frames and parts. And there in the back, straddled a stripped-down frame, sat Bobby. Haggard face and red bandana with a bottle of Jack Black tucked between his legs. Even though he'd been drinking, Bobby wasn't drunk. "Bobby, just so you know, this is the last time I'm coming." "I know, Preach," he interrupted. "My ticker's bad. I'm sick and I'm tired of running." It had taken years, but Bobby the Wildcat was finally trapped to the point he could be set free. "You and the dog have told me about Jesus, and I don't know if he'll help me or not, but I want to give him whatever I got left." All the time Bobby was running and kicking and screaming like a wildcat, God was patiently waiting to wrap his arms around Bobby. That's how God is. Regardless of where you are right now, God is waiting for you to give him permission to embrace you, just as you are. God did not leave Bobby in that trailer. He took him places that Bobby could have never gone alone. And Bobby the Wildcat became one of the most gentle men I have ever known. Where and what you are today is not an issue. Where you are when you turn to God is not important. What is important is that God loves you too much to leave you there. And if you allow God to lead, he will take you places you could never go on your own. It's as simple as praying, God, please come into my life with your son Jesus. Like Bobby, I want to give you whatever I have left. Please lead my life. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of The Journey of Life. I want to invite you to send me an email at the address on the screen and tell me how this story relates to your own journey. You can also contact me through Messenger on our Facebook page. One more thing. Please take the time to like us on Facebook. And if you would, share this story with your friends. Until the next time I see you on The Journey of Life, this is Steve Camel. May God's best blessings be yours.